Okay, so you've probably heard this term thrown around in meetings, OLAP Cube. Sounds super technical, maybe a little intimidating, right? But honestly, it's one of the absolute best ways to get quick answers from huge amounts of data. So today, let's pull back the curtain and really demystify what's going on inside that cube. So what is it really? Well, at its heart, an OLAP Cube is a special kind of multi-dimensional database. But I want you to just forget everything you know about slow, clunky, traditional databases. This thing, it's built for one single purpose: getting you answers to your business questions and getting them fast. The absolute best way to think about this is like a Rubik's Cube, but for your company's data. Seriously, just picture it. One face is your sales numbers, another face is all your different products, and another is, say, all the regions you sell in. You can just twist and turn this data cube any way you want and instantly see how everything connects from any possible angle. Okay, so to really get how we can twist and turn this data around so easily, we gotta look at its anatomy. It's actually pretty simple. Every single OLAP cube is built from just two fundamental parts. Yeah, it really just boils down to two things. On one hand, you have your measures. These are the numbers, right? The stuff you actually want to analyze, like your total sales amount or profit margin. Then, on the other hand, you have your dimensions. These are just the different ways you want to slice and dice those numbers, by product, by time, by region. The dimensions are what make up the sides of our data cube. All right, so how do we actually get from, say, a giant messy spreadsheet or a database table to one of these really cool interactive cubes? Let's take a look at the blueprint for building one. The whole process really starts with being focused. This is key. You don't just dump your entire company's data warehouse into it. No. You pick a central fact table. Think of it as the table with all your sales transactions, the one that has all your core numbers. Then, you link that table to your dimension tables, which are the ones that give all that data its context. And the flow for building it is super logical. Step 1, you pick your data source. Easy enough. Step 2, you choose the numbers you actually care about. Those are your measures. Then, you define all the ways you might want to look at that data. Those are your dimensions. And then, the final step, you process the cube. Now this is where the magic happens. The system goes in and pre-calculates pretty much every possible combination and stores it. That's the secret sauce that makes all your feature analysis feel instantaneous. And here's a really important piece of advice, a pro tip from the source material by Dinesh Asanka. You have to be ruthless here. Every single unnecessary column you decide to include is just going to slow down the processing time. So remember, a great cube is a lean cube. It's focused only on the data that you actually need for your analysis. Okay, so you might be thinking, this sounds like a bit of work. Why go through all this trouble to build a cube? Well, let's talk about the payoff, because trust me, what you get on the other side is a total game changer for data analysis. So yeah, what is the big deal? I mean, why not just run your queries against the regular old database? It's a fair question. The answer comes down to one word: speed. I'm talking about blazing speed. Think about it. Instead of waiting minutes, or let's be honest, sometimes even longer, for a complex query to run, you're getting answers in seconds. And that's all because, like we said, the cube has already done the heavy lifting. It's pre-calculated everything. So when you ask a question, the system isn't trying to figure out the answer on the fly. It's just grabbing it for you. Let's make this real. Imagine you're the CEO of a company. You open up your dashboard, and this is the first thing you see: the big number. Total sales. It's clean, it's simple. This is your starting point. But of course, that big number just leads to another question. Where is that sales number coming from? With an OLAP cube, you literally just drag in the product dimension. And boom, instantly, no waiting around, no writing a single line of code, you see your total sales broken down by category. And it's pretty obvious, right? Bikes are driving the vast majority of the business. But hey, we can go even deeper. Are these sales growing? How are they trending over time? Simple. We just pull in the time dimension. And again, just like that, you have this rich, multi-dimensional view. Now you can see not just what you sold, but also when you sold it, all broken down. That is the power of the cube right there. And maybe the best part of all this is that you don't have to be some kind of database wizard to use it. The most popular tool for exploring these cubes is something you probably use every day: a simple Microsoft Excel pivot table. This is huge because it empowers pretty much anyone in the business to start asking their own questions and get their own answers, all without having to bug an IT person or write any code. And of course, for the power users, it plugs right into tools like Power BI, SSRS, and all the rest. So look, this drag and drop style of analysis is already insanely powerful. But for anyone who wants to take it to the next level, Cubes have a whole bunch of advanced features built right in. I mean, you can do things like build in your own custom calculations, you can define official KPIs, key performance indicators, to track your company goals. You can even create actions that let someone click on a summary number and drill all the way down to see the individual transactions that make it up. We're not going to get into all the nitty-gritty today, but it just goes to show you how much power is really packed inside this technology. So let's just end with this thought. An OLAP Cube, it's more than just a piece of database technology. It's really a philosophy. It's about organizing your data not just to store it, but to encourage curiosity. All the answers you need are probably sitting in your data right now. The real question is, have you set it up in a way that actually lets you ask the right questions?